All right. Well, we're going to be moving on to our second match of the day, Calamay versus Max Snax. This one, I think, is also going to be a close match. I mean, Max is a very unpredictable player, but very, very strong at the game. Calamay has also been playing for a very long time. I think just looking at past competitive results, Max is maybe the favorite here a little bit, but I think Calamay can put up a really good fight, and I could absolutely see either of these players taking a win. I mean,
Oh,
Calamay
absolutely.
placed second and got out of their group. Again, Calamay has not lost a match yet in the Winter Cup. Calamay got a lot of ties, a lot of ties. Calamay actually beat Obi 9-3 in the group stage. So Obi played really well. Calamay's beaten them 9-3. So absolutely a strong player here. Max got second in his group as well, but Max's group was tough. Max had to play against Beanie, against Ethan, and against Guggy.
Yeah.
And all three of them were just really close. The score lines were 7-5 for Max, 6-6 for Max, 5-7 for Max. So Max has really been just like duking it out in really tough matches this whole time, and this one will not be an exception.
No, I would definitely say that Max is probably the slighter favorite. Like you said, had an incredibly difficult group stage. And then if you want to go back to SCL 8, was in Platinum, obviously nothing but monsters in Platinum division, which he was in. But like you said, Calamay, no slouch either. Was in Silver, made it to the playoffs of SCL 8, and is now in the playoffs bracket stage of Winter Cup. So I don't think this is going to be a blowout by any means. I think it's going to be a really good close match, and Calumet definitely more than capable of being able to upset quote unquote Max Nax here if he's on top of his game today.
Yeah, exactly. Calamay has also had a lot of close results against a lot of players. I mean, in SCL, Calamay actually beat Yosh. Yosh was the winner of the silver division, but
Mhm.
Calamay was one of the only players, or actually the only player to get a win against Yosh there. And silver, I mean, the top of silver was really competitive as well. So yeah, like we said, Max, definitely the favorite going in here, but by no means 100% shot to win at all. Let's take a look at the draft. So it looks like we're going to be seeing Vanilla from Max and Banana from Calamay. So Vanilla, it's exactly what the name says. These are some of the most basic, standard, most played venues in the game. You have, of course, Ballroom 4 of 8. That's the most vanilla of them all. We're going to be seeing more modern 4 of 8. We have Gallery 4 of 8, not the 5 of 8 one, and Courtyard. Just a lot of venues that are considered pretty basic, generally slightly sniper sided, nothing strange over there. But on the other side, we have Banana, which is slightly more experimental, right?
Yeah, Banana taking some two large venues and two smaller venues, and in a sort of kind of way making the bigger venues smaller, taking them from 5 of 8s down to 4 of 8s, and taking the smaller venues that are typically 3 of 7s or 3 of 8s and bumping them up to 4 of 7, 4 of 8s. So yeah, kind of the hybrid, making smaller venues larger and larger venues smaller. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out there. Um, and Calamay, yeah, Calamay doubling pub, very interesting. Pub is a fun venue, let's put it that way. Max Snack doubling gallery, love it. No surprise there. A very standard pick, especially at high levels there. Banning library, sad, and banning modern, sad also.
Yeah. So the only 5 of 8 that we're going to get to see as a 4 of 8 here is just Veranda because of Library being banned. A lot of pub, which is interesting because it's not a
Yeah.
venue that people feel very comfortable playing as a 4 of 7, at least on Spy. But okay,
Yeah.
we're starting off on Courtyard and we're just going to be seeing literally a ton of any 4 of 8 and some any four of seven. That's it. There is no balcony. There's no two of four tan. There's literally just all four of eight. It's
Yeah,
vanilla and then basically more vanilla, even if it's called banana. All right, Max spying first as Duke in three, two, one, playing it. And we're starting off with maybe the most basic of them all, just a very sniper favored venue. Very hard for the spy to get away with missions here. I thought we might just go for a green purloin right
I
at the
was thinking the
start. It
same
would
thing.
certainly be in character for Max, but we didn't go for it after all.
Yeah, we were offered the immediate drink, rejected it, not doing the impulsive immediate green purloin. Amba does get offered a drink and does leave a print on the drink, so that's an option. We want to go for soft tail progress.
Yeah.
Is white dress? Yeah, white dress is going to take the easy print, so keep an eye on her if she goes to statues. There is a difficult on the. Are we requesting?
We didn't even request, and so it's not even coming to us. It's coming to Salmon. There's no
Oh,
room
it's going to
behind
salmon.
us.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
there's no
Okay.
room. I mean, surely we wanted a request. That's why we entered here. I think we're
Yeah.
too close to the back, and so we're too close to the wall.
Any
We
in the
couldn't
red.
request.
So Irish gets the difficult. Contact comes off as we zoom in on the bush. Smallman's out. We have a real contact, and there's two prints out there. We're zooming. Calamay is zooming in a lot. Maybe that was on Trey.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Pearls, who got that print, she didn't have a real BB. I don't think she's just in this conversation basically alone with the twin.
Yeah.
But it's still good that we got the contact done and we didn't let off many lowlights or anything like that. We're just gonna go finish the flirt here. We're not close. We are close enough. Wow, I'm actually, it was felt like we were almost slightly too far away, but no, the flirt gets done. It's at 100%. We have our flirt, we have our contact. At least there's some other guests who are being watched for fingerprint suspicion now. We're gonna get near the ambassador. I wonder
Mm.
if yeah, I think we're not
This is
pushing the ambassador out of his
no.
personal
This is
space
Golden
now.
Bug. Yeah,
Yeah,
this
we're
is
just
Golden Bug
waiting.
Rage. Two circles are just touching. Fake contact.
Wait,
Is this to get Calamay to
Any in the red.
rotate?
but Duke's contact
We're
animation is so
rotating. Are we going to
blatant.
go for a
Oh,
bug?
no,
Whoa,
it
we're going for a
worked.
bug. Yeah. We go for the fake contact so we can get a bug and immediately into statues for a finish. Was that bug suspected? It's just a highlight. This
Can you
could be a
really shoot
win.
for that if you didn't see the bug? I don't think you can shoot for it. And
Yeah,
Max
I
is
don't
going
think
to
you
get
can either.
away with the first win here. Great timing on that bug.
That was wonderful. Yeah. You could see the thought process with Max there, going straight next to the
Any in the
ambo,
red.
not close enough to push him out, the fake contact to get Calamay to rotate around to see who's at statues, what low lights can be taken, is just as this laser rotates around and goes off of, is blocked by the middle statue pillar thingy, takes the bug and immediately into statues to finish.
Yeah, I was worried because Duke's talking animation is like super blatant with his hand coming up to his mouth. But Calamay just felt like they could go around, and they were not able to go around safely. Max got the bug and takes the first point. It's going to be Calamay spying now as Wheels in three, two, one, playing it. Feels good for Max to get the first point here, Oz the spy game, because Max could very easily just win the sniper game and immediately come to have a lead in the set.
Yep, it feels good as Max be off to a strong start. Calamay needs to answer here. Ooh, green okay, so we're gonna go for the answer. Green purloin right off the top. We were not the first offer. The first offer to was Buns, who also rejected. So we have a bit of a
Max is
chain
following
here.
Toby, like
Yeah,
very clearly following Toby, though. The twin takes the list. The fade is
this
visible on
fade.
screen.
We got a fade. Fade was sort of kind of visible, but Max rotated a little bit to the left and the bush kind of blocked it. And Blue Twin gets a highlight. So I don't think he knows the fade, but he does have the three highlight character. He's on top of the chain exactly. He has the three characters who are in the chain highlight. Now we're going, nope, we're going to go pick up a briefcase. So
I thought it
Max,
was
no,
statues, but no.
yeah, so did I. Max is on top of this chain though as we
Oh,
go to, oh, what?
we're just too
We're,
close to that Amba. I mean, wait, what?
we're in
Wait,
the
what? We're doing a
conversation.
Any in the
coughing
red.
contact at the same time as we have the
Oh, God.
briefcase?
What? Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
That was a
okay.
little awkward. Yeah. I think the idea there was to be in convo, get a green BB, and then split with the briefcase to make it look like we weren't in convo. But
Great
yeah, we're
plan.
great plan. But yeah, we're inside the AMBA, and it was a red test cough when Max was completely on top of the purloin list, the purloin chain, unfortunately. So it doesn't quite work out. But I see the logic. I see the thought process.
Yeah, I mean,
Any
it's
other
a
red?
clever play. I mean, a briefcase green BB is something that I've seen spies do before, and to do it while you're behind the AMBA, pretending you're literally returning it, like, yeah, that's a bold play. I like the idea. Unfortunately, you were a suspect for the purloin, and also you coughed, and also you were way too close to the AMBA. But other than those things, it could have been a great
Other than that,
play.
it
I
was
love
perfect.
the idea. All right. Well, Max takes the lead, and Max is playing as Smallman on Pub 4 of 7. I wonder how Smallman does on this venue setup. All right. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
I
Does
do
Smallman
like.
have a lot of cover here? Like,
Sort of, kind of in around the doorway where there's like the fat pillars around and the doorway. So, kind of, sort of has some cover around there. Possibly if you need a quick time ad, but it's not a super super powerful venue for Smallman. More so as like Tayan or Gallery is, but there are definitely some perks to Smallman on pub. But the sniper angle is very high, so for the most part, you should be able to see and track Smallman.
yeah, so on Pub 4 of 7, I mean, you basically have to do inspects, right? Any guest who visits a statue ever is finished inspects. So there's going to be a lot of guests who finish them. And so you can easily become one of them. It's very similar to Courtyard, I think. You're just going to do your seduce, your contact, your inspect, and you're going to try to find one more mission. I think you have more options for that last mission than on Courtyard, though. I mean, the purloin chains can be pretty hard to track, and there's maybe some better bugging opportunities as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Max comes up with.
Yeah. Flirt already done. That's really nice. Another thing too is it's not pub arcade or snipe arcade pub, whatever it's called. So you do have quite a bit more time and a lot more guests. So you don't need to really rush as much. We do have the flirt already done, and we're going to go in to grab an inspect. No swap. I think that's a very good call. No need to be super aggressive here, as we do have two missions already done, still with 2:45 on the clock, and we're lined up for a print here. Amber just took a drink. You have Seek, difficult print? Seek, yeah, okay, so we're gonna get a chance at a difficult here. Is Amba
Oh,
glitched?
no, the Amba is being
Okay,
offered the drink right
okay,
now. I think the ambassador was just in line. So that
sorry.
means we are going to get the print.
Yeah,
We
I
did
thought
just
it
come
was
from
already offered.
statues, so Calamay surely notices that we have a print and partial inspects now. We pick up the highlight finally for that. Oh God, and
Ooh,
we're taking the
double printed
briefcase
bar.
too,
Yeah,
which this gets you progress. It's not the most suspicious because you were obligated to go for that briefcase. So, like, you could just be an AI who happened to go to the bar and comes out of it with two prints. So, it's really going to be a matter of, do we look suspicious going for our fourth mission? The fourth mission
well,
is going to be the
Any
contact.
other
Oh,
red?
God,
contact
we're doing it
available
immediately. It's
right
like
away.
someone is trying to frame Smallman. It's like someone wanted to frame Smallman the moment he entered conversation, and Calamay's not going to go for the shot as a result of that.
Ooh, yeah, that's. mm,
Good
I
thing
don't
we
know.
hit that green. If we hit a
Yeah,
white contact, we'd be dead, I think. But we hit the green
that was an
contact and it looked like someone was framing Smallman.
No, that's absolutely true. I was trying to mentally parse out whether I would be able to take that shot, because that's a super difficult shot. Because yeah, it's just it could be just a random AI who, like you said, the just went to statues. The briefcase was obligated to bar, so it's a double printed bar. That could just be
Any
a
other red?
random stupid AI that just completes, and you're just unlucky. So that's a very very difficult shot, but a great spy game for Max, taking advantage of all the opportunities that were put in front of him.
Yeah, risking it on that contact turned out to be a really good idea, and everything just lined up perfectly that game. All right, Max is up 3-0. Calamay spying as green
Yeah.
press in 3, 2, 1, playing it. Starting right near the Amba. We're going to take control. We don't bug in time. Now we're just awkwardly walking behind him. We
Oh,
do
we
look
do
for the
bug.
bug finally, and it
Second.
actually
Yeah.
takes.
That was really good. So we resisted the temptation at the first, which I think worked out well, because Max laser was looking at the AMBA, but when we did the second bug, that animation was right behind the big fat pillar of the door. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure it wasn't seen. It possibly might have been credited for the path, though. And like with the last game, we go into statues to pick up more progress. We're in a really good position right now. We just need to flirt in contact. We have 3.5 minutes to flirt in contact here as Calamay.
Yeah, it was good. We did that bug just slightly later than you would expect to have taken it. And so there is a chance that Max just wasn't looking anymore at that point, and just didn't catch it. And with that, I mean, it really just comes down to, does Max have this bug or not? Because if Max doesn't have
Bring
the
in the
bug,
rain.
Max is not going to be able to take the shot. This
Yep.
contact just lined up super nicely for us here. The
Only one.
ST came to us
Yeah.
as well.
Max realizing the SDA was out walking, only one conversation with Real. It is a very full conversation, and we took the highlights for the Real. This is going to be, it, like you said, it's going to come down to how heavy was the credit on that bug path, because we know Irish has statues, we know Irish has real contact, and we presumably think that Irish has a bug credit. But if we're just standing here talking, is that going to be enough to shoot for? That's and
No, the only way we get shot is if like Payne is extremely disrespectful to us, if he walks around to statues and windows and God knows what. But even then, we have over 2 minutes left. We're
yeah.
probably looking very AI like now because we haven't left the convo that the double agent was in. We don't need to because we have the inspect and the bug. Now, if you were suspicious of that bug at the start, then you could be looking at Green Dress and thinking that her behavior matches. Oh God, we started walking when Kane was walking. He goes for the briefcase. We awkwardly tried to pick it up as well. If there's
Yeah.
any way to throw away this win, it's with awkward pathing like that. That makes it look like we're chasing Kane. I still
I,
think we'll probably win. Even if Max suspects us, he still might not take the shot if he doesn't have the bug. But wow.
yeah. That I'm no expert on pathing or briefcase, but that did look like a slightly awkward, slightly late briefcase cancel even to me. Like you said, it depends on how much of a suspect we are. Kane not cooperating though. He left conversation, grabbing and doing the briefcase, now going to statues, and all of a sudden we're down to 90. Oh, and
Oh,
Kane gets shot.
he gets
Okay.
shot for it. Okay, that works.
That works. Yep. Never mind.
Yep.
If we can't have love, we'll take the bullet.
It's actually kind of a classic scenario. It comes up a lot where we're like, damn, we can't flirt with the ST because they're off doing a million things. Oh, hey, they're off doing a million things. That's good. They get shot.
That
Okay,
works
well,
too.
Calamay picks up the point then. I mean, the bug was clean. We would have finished missions as well, I'm pretty sure. So it's just a double win for Calamay, basically. A Civ got shot and we could have finished missions. And Calamay is on the board now, which they really, really needed.
Yeah,
So good job
definitely a
on
really
that
good win
bug.
for Calumet there. Much needed.
Yeah.
We're only down by one set, and since we have double pub, we roll it back again on pub, and yeah, we
All
could
right. It's
could
Max
see.
playing as Alice, also known as Ponytail, in 3, 2, 1, playing it. And we're starting, yeah, in a very similar spot to where Calamay started, but there's no ambassador this time, and we're not going to go for the statue. We're actually going to pick up the delegate option at the bar and then walk
That
away to the
yeah,
window pad, hoping that Calamay never noticed us at the bar at all.
that was a bit of a cheese, almost probably a full cheese, and now we're gonna go pick up our flirt. Nice.
Yeah, I
Ooh,
mean, there was
we pick up
definitely a
a
moment where we
highlight
were
though.
visible on screen. Yeah, maybe this is bad for us. There was a moment that we
Yeah,
were visible on screen at the bar. I don't know if Calamay picked up on it, but now I'm thinking that maybe they did.
it's the highlight was definitely for something. It could have been belated highlight or the cheese inspect. It could have been for a flirt pair. It could have been for any number of things. I'm not 100% sure what it was.
It is weird because a lot of people on the inside of the bar got highlight, but it's not all of the people who oh, there's a time ad. That's what I was
Yeah, there
thinking. I
was
was
a
like, there
timeout.
must have been something because I was like, wait, I'm looking at this. I'm like, it's all the people who were at Windows who got highlight. Ah, it was a time
That makes
ad.
sense. Yeah.
Even I didn't
Uh,
notice
and
that because I was so focused on the purloin.
and our ST got highlight at the same time, right after us, and that makes sense. We're both, yeah. So this time ad has been caught by Calumet. Excellent catch. I didn't even catch that. So yeah, we have this party. If we're fairly certain and confident of these highlights, which it looks like we have the party way narrowed down and are in a very good position with Max only having essentially flirt done.
Yeah, that's a really good position for Calamay, and it looks like, we didn't go for the purloin or anything after all. So Calamay has a lot of suspects. Now, I don't think Calamay's certain of who did the time ad at all, and there are a lot of possible suspects for it. So that does give us some room to play as Max. And the good news is we have a lot of time to play around.
Yeah, we
So
do.
you don't know if someone else who was at the window during time ads goes and finishes inspects. It is possible that one of them could get shot. We're going to go for a briefcase here. The ambassador is walking, so we're going to have a slightly awkward return. We get really close to him as he's walking, but it's probably fine. And that's us as a highlight returning a briefcase. Calamay's shaking the
Shaking his
laser,
laser.
though. Probably has
Probably,
multiple suspects and doesn't know what to make of it.
yeah, probably doesn't like the fact that Alice got a print. But yeah, like you said, if you're not sure, if you know there's been a time ad and you take your highlights, don't overreact. Just take your highlights and just watch them. Time ad is not a mission, but it is a hard tell. So you have the party narrowed down. Camera shake probably for the first print, which is a good thing because it means Calamay recognized and is on top of the print. Just keep watching your suspects. That's all you need to do.
Yeah, and we're going to go for a fake contact here. No SDAs
Banana
in
bread.
conversation at all.
This is a
So
known
all we're
fake, yeah.
doing is giving Calamay some lowlights.
Yeah. You take a
Like on
low
green
light on
dress,
on Irish and Smallman.
but
Calamay
it's not
looking
being taken.
that's fine. Calamay not taking lowlights probably because he's watching his highlights to see if or what
If
they
they do
do in the
anything.
wake of that because it's a known fake, so it's not to gain mission progress. And Calamay probably thinking it's there to distract for something, possibly a bug, possibly
Mhm.
watching Red Dress who was next to Amba at the time. So no harm, no foul. No lowlights
Banana
taken.
bread.
Oh,
Another fake. Oh,
another.
wow. We
Oh,
were the top suspect. And
jeez. That's
that was a fake
an
contact, too.
impressive shot
Mhm.
because there's no way Alice has done missions as of yet, and unless I'm very much mistaken, we didn't have statues and we didn't have a second print. But yeah,
No, but, if
Calamay
you're
very
suspicious of
confidently.
her, you think that's a real contact, flirt done, maybe you missed a bug, and then if you just missed a print or something, or if she cheesed statues at the start, I mean, yeah, you don't necessarily need to shoot right there, but it looks like we were a pretty big suspect for the time ad after all, and then the fingerprint. So, well done to Calamay, was completely on top of that.
Absolutely, that was like you said, a very confident shot. BB comes off and shot is instant, so no question whatsoever. Alice was the top suspect and gets shot immediately. Great shot.
Yeah, and so we're pulling this back. Calamay's only down by 1 point now. Calamay spying as Leopard in 3, 2, 1, playing it. That's right. It's doubled pub. The pub feels like it's never ending. And oh, we're picking up highlights immediately now. Is this bar highlights, or do you
This
think we're possibly flirting with Sorry?
uh could be either or. Could
Well, it's not
be
a bar highlight because Wheels is not being highlight, so it's
Wheels is
just
not.
because we were potentially flirting with Sorry.
Yeah.
Now, the danger with that, right? We weren't flirting with Sorry, but Calamay has no reason to even think about Sorry. So if we
I
accidentally enter next to Sorry again at some point, we
oh,
can
they're
get shot for it.
they're bar highlights. Max is just
It is.
waiting until the each character is actually being offered a drink and has the option to take a pearl or take a delegate till there. So I think that was for delegate highlights or what is being taken.
Great. Well, anyway, Sorry's not our seduction target. Our seduction target is Salmon. We've got him to 51% now. There was a decent amount of activity at bar, but not that much. And if you felt the highlight on you at bar, maybe you don't want to send this purloin off after all. And I don't think Calamay is going to send it off. I think it's getting to be too late now. Luckily, the double agent has joined us, and I think we're just going to wait a little while, make it seem like a really natural contact timing that doesn't fit Leopard. And we're just going to wait here.
Yeah. If this is a bar highlight, the highlight on Sorry and Us should be coming down. Yeah, okay, there it is. So that's good. And a couple
Banana bread.
other suspects at bar picking up highlights. Contact comes off, a lot of lowlights.
And not many people with real. We're the three in
Yeah.
this combo, and then Duke over there with the SDA, though Duke doesn't pick up a highlight, probably because that convo was pretty empty, and you don't think a spy would go for a contact when they're alone with the double agent like that. So it's only three people who Max is looking at as having real BB suspicion. We're one of them, and we take a fingerprint in the aftermath of the BB. So it's safe to say that we might be one of the top suspects now.
Yeah, and we picked up a highlight while we were doing that briefcase, and we stopped. I'm not sure if it was a correct stop or not. I don't know briefcase well enough to know, but we got the highlight as we stopped when Amba started moving. So I'm not sure if that was a behavior or etiquette break that Max has picked up on, but I think we're quite a bit of a high suspect right now.
Yeah, I think when you're already a suspect for potentially having the real BB,
Oh, what's that?
then oh,
Oh, we missed the statue pad, and Max was looking right at it. Yeah, he's watching. Not shot for it, but he's definitely watching for a swap. Taking note of the inspect.
yeah, I feel like it's
Yeah.
going to be hard to win. We haven't really done anything majorly wrong. It's just that the BB narrowed things down quite a lot after that. I think
Yeah.
the statue put down was okay just because the ambassador had their back with the wall behind it. We weren't really able to get any closer to them. But it was especially noticed because we just picked up the highlight for the real BB, and then brought back down to neutral and then brought back up, maybe just for doing the briefcase at all. We need to finish the flirt here. It's definitely not with sorry. Uh, we can finish it across convo. I'm scared we'll get shot for talking, but you don't have a second print on Leopard, so I don't think you shoot for this. The
Oh.
problem is we can't get a second print. That
No,
briefcase, like,
there's
obviously
no
doesn't
other
have a
prints
print on it.
available on
Pearls
the
can't
map.
return this. There's not room behind the AMBA.
You send
Oh.
the delegate. You send the delegate. So yeah,
Hmm.
we had two ways of finishing, which was a print, but none were available, or sending a delegate, which we've done. It
It's
looks
just
like
being watched
yeah,
for so
yeah,
closely that
the
Max is
laser's
going to
right
shoot
on.
immediately. I'm
Yeah, the
sure of
laser is
it.
right on red dress. Knows about this send, if it even comes off here.
I don't know if it will, but Max is ready for this. Yeah, dance, Calamay. Hide behind the door. Do
It
something. Plant a bug
goes
on
to
the
that end for a
ambassador. Run
bug.
out of time. Yeah, well, nothing was going to work there.
You try something there, but yeah, Max very clearly on top of that. Yeah, the briefcase stop and put down earned us that highlight, and that I'm assuming we broke some sort of etiquette or behavior there because we got the highlight, and as soon as we got that highlight, every other action we did, we were being watched for. We went to statues, we went to bar, we sent the delegate, everything for us was watched right after that. So yeah,
Yeah, unfortunate game. I don't think Calamay did anything majorly wrong, but unfortunately the contact just wasn't that great and it just became really easy for Max to watch us. So Max takes the point. Max is up 4-2, but because Calamay won those two in a row, they're not that far behind. We're moving on to gallery, and it's Max spying as Red Dress in 3, 2, 1. Playing it. This is our other doubled venue. This one was doubled by Max. So it's going to be oh God, oh God, we're just bugging
ooh,
right away.
what a
Very
bug.
obvious path, but I think that Calamay was just looking at other things, wasn't really focusing on the right side of the venue there.
Yeah, an obvious path that definitely is a bug creditable path, but definitely not a bug that's definitely not seen. So very nice start for Max there. No highlight, although Calamay might be using his highlights exclusively for statues. So we don't know how sus or not sus that bug credit, if any, was for Calamay there. We'll have to wait and see.
No, I think that bug was really clean. I don't think Calamay was focusing on it. And even if they were, it was actually really hard to tell that Red Dress was bugging. It was perfect timing because it wasn't right at the start in the maximal time of chaos, no pun intended. It was just a little bit later when you thought that you could take your eyes off the Amba for a moment. And it was just an expertly timed curve around the Amba by Max. That's a really clean bug.
That's great. Amba leaving a print on the back eagle statue. So if we want to get, uh, if we're looking for an easy, non hard telly way to finish, prints would be a great option. Print available on the back eagle statue now. Reject a drink. Obviously not going to purloin.
Yeah, we don't really have to worry too much about time in this game. Honestly, having that bug done means that it should be pretty easy to finish missions. The flirt is at 77% now with a green test because the SD is
Yeah,
not close to us at all, but we're happy with that. We have the double agent here. Yeah, we're
And
just
in
going to
the
go for
red.
the contact right now. It lets off a lot of lowlights.
it
The
does, but
conversation in front has like barely anyone in it, but we
it
just want the
it
contact
does.
done while we can, right?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, it does let off a lot of lights, but this is gallery, and if that bug is completely clean, which it may very well be, you just want to get the contact done. You do not want to be scrambling in the last 30 seconds with a tough DA that you can't get a contact on. So I understand the contact. We need one more flirt, but we still do need a fourth mission. And we are starting to run low on time. So if we're planning on doing a soft tail finish, we do need to get either our first print or our first inspec. We finish up the flirt. Amba refreshing the print on the back eagle statue, so that's available. We can go for an inspect or print because I think we want to avoid doing another hardtail. I don't think we want to finish with a swap, microfilm, or purloin if we can help it. I would like to see him go either to statues or get that print.
Yeah, we just want to finish with Softails here, but we actually don't have that much time left. There's only a minute left.
Yeah, we're
Is the
running
print on
low.
the blue bookshelf there, or did the double agent just mess it up by taking a book? I'm not sure. Queen is going to go put a book back there. I don't think it's going to be the prints at this point. It would have to be inspects, but we're not going to go do that. Okay, we're going over here to the green bookcase.
Yeah.
There's no print
There's no
here.
print there,
You
and
could
we're
finish
done
with
flirt.
microfilm, like
You
it's
could
possible,
You
but
could finish it with microfilm, and with 30 seconds left, I think you might have to because you don't have enough time to do two prints now unless they're just back to back and super obvious. Likewise, the same for inspects unless they're back to back. Calamay shaking his laser all over the place, not happy about something, and we're
red
And in the
contact.
red.
yeah red contact with a cough. That's and then a purloin in the wake of it. This is rough.
But it doesn't look like Calamay saw the cough. They're not shooting, but they're
No,
looking.
they're
The
not
list is being
shooting.
taken. You must
Clearly a green
know who
fade.
took it.
Oh,
No, you
oh.
just shoot the person who took the list.
Yeah. Oh, that's rough on two levels. That's rough first for Max Snax having to finish with what to me seems like a bit of a rushed BB for with a red test there, and then a purloin, which is not ideally how you wanted to end the game. And then rough for Calamay in missing the cough and also
And
not
in the red.
seeing the fade and thinking it was a rushed white test at the end of the game.
Yeah, it felt like Calamay was all over that. Maybe not all over the cough, or they would have just taken the shot immediately, but they knew that a purloin was coming off, which suggested to me that they figured it was going to be a green from red dress, but they saw the fade wrong or just weren't as on top of the cough or anything as you might think, and just took the shot on Kane. And Max gets the win anyway, which is, sort of deserved because of the bug, but then Max really had like no good way to finish missions, so kind of got bailed out there in the end. And it
Yeah.
means Max is now up 5-2.
And I know Kane was a highlight too, so I'm assuming he definitely was at statues. And if he had finished statues and you see a white purloin at the end of the game and you think it's white, the shot makes perfect sense there on Kane for a statue purloin finish.
Mhm. All right, Calumet gonna be spying now, playing as Pearl's white dress in 3, 2, 1, playing it. Calumet is behind by a decent bit now, but we saw them come back on pub, so it's entirely possible that they can get some wins here. Ooh, we're walking alongside with the ambassador, but we didn't have confidence that we could go for a bug. We are very slow and he is very fast, so the timing could have been awkward, but we have another chance here, and we are gonna go for this one. Oh
Oh,
god,
that's
Max is
lovely.
looking right at it though.
Yeah. That's when you said when we curved around the AMBA the second time there, a lot like with the first game, path is creditable, but it is definitely not seen. And obviously, because we're not shot yet, it's not seen, but definitely creditable.
Yeah, I think Max was really watching for it, but you could not see that arm. And it was kind of a nice curve the way that we didn't stop like right by the Amba. We stopped on the painting pad, but the place we stopped, we couldn't do a standing bug there. So it's like you know that Pearls either did it while she was walking around or she didn't do it at all. So it looked good, but if you're looking at it, you can credit her with a bug either way.
Yep. And we start off with our first flirt as green. That's awesome. And now we're going to go into inspect. I like this. So Calamay possibly taking over the last game where there's a bit of uh, time crunch at the end, making sure that they are not going to fall into the same trap. Getting a first set of inspects nice and early. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, if you've gotten away with the bug, you can just go get the inspects, finish with soft tells, and win the game. But I don't know if
Ooh.
we've gotten away with the bug because if we have
Rock,
bug credit and then we go finish inspects, we could get shot.
Rocker with the extremely rare drink outside. I'm not sure if that rings
Killer.
alarm bells for Max, but I know for a lot of players, that would ring a lot of alarm bells. Extremely, extremely rare, but drink outside.
We're barely even watching her. She's doing a briefcase too, but it's like not really on screen. So it doesn't look like Max cares too much. Calamay bouncing around weirdly as we walk inside here. I think we just want to get more progress on the flirt. There's no room next to the seduction target, though, so we have to walk pretty far away from him. And
Yep.
you think you have a lot of time, but honestly, with a white flirt here, you'll need one more flirt with him. Toby's behind us. We eventually decline the drink offer. If you
Rocker
wait for
going.
a timer flirt here and Kane leaves, you might never finish the flirt if he walks too far away, especially because we're a really slow character. We need
Yeah.
to get our inspects done,
Going back to
but this is
the
the set that we already inspected, right? But we're picking up a
yeah,
highlight maybe for finishing inspects, but
we're
we've already
probably
been to these.
we're probably gonna go statue. The other two statues were being blocked. They were both being held. We're probably just gonna go statue to statue here. Yeah, that makes sense. So we're just trying to kill a little bit of time there. Going statue to statue. We get it before blue 10. So we will finish the inspects here, and then we need a flirt, one more flirt, and a contact. Rocker outside with a drink again.
I wonder how much of a suspect we were for the bug because clearly Max didn't remember that we had already been to those front statues. Might not mean anything though. There's 40 seconds left. The ST is going to a bookcase, so we have to go to the bookcase
Yeah.
because if we don't get the flirt now, we might never get it. And we're in a decent spot, right? All we need is the contact after this. But if the double agent doesn't enter convo, we're not going to be able to get it. We
Yeah.
might want to just
Double
finish with
agent.
a microfilm instead. You don't know if the
Yeah.
double agent's going to enter convo. They're probably
They're
not. They're outside.
probably not. They're outside. Yeah. That's the rough part. That's why I agreed with Max taking the very early contact last game because you don't want to end up in a situation like this. And yeah, we are going for the microfilm. We have no other choice.
But we're not getting immediately shot for it. Max actually has no reaction to the microfilm, just watching people for swap, actually taking a shot on a civilian, though we were getting away with missions
Ow.
anyway.
Yeah. We just weren't. Yes. So the going statue to statue there, we went back to the same set of statues, probably just to kill a little time, although we could have gone to a painting pad, while the other set of statues got vacated since they were being double inspected at the time. And yeah, we're just not a suspect for it, even though we did pick up the typical highlight for it. But yeah, and the story of that game really is the bug at the start. Just the bug, obviously not heavily suspected then.
Yeah, I thought it was, and I thought we were gonna get shot when we finished the inspects, or at least if we did a contact afterwards. But we must not have been that big of a suspect. Microfilm is surprisingly easy to get away with in the last 20 seconds of gallery, because if you're not a suspect, the bookcases are not really where the sniper's gonna be focusing at the end. They're gonna be
Yeah.
watching for like a last minute purloin, a last minute bug, or swaps if anyone is at statues. So it's shockingly easy to get away with those microfilms. I'm
No, it
just
makes
surprised
sense.
it worked in this case because we had the inspects done, we had a highlight, we had potential bug credit. But
It
well
makes
done
sense
to
because
Calamay. Mhm.
there was a lot of people at statues with, like, 10 seconds left, 5 seconds left. So the looking for the inspect swap on people who were potentially finishing statues with 10 seconds left makes complete sense there. But yeah, even both spies seemingly getting away with completely clean bugs at the start of the game, but having to finish with hardtails, a purloin, and a microfilm, just showing how difficult it is just to get alert in contact on gallery, like you were saying at the very start of the stream. Very, very difficult.
Yeah, and imagine playing the gallery 5 of 8. No wonder players are
Yeah.
batting that. All right, it's Max playing as Leopard. I feel like we're seeing so much Leopard today. In
Yeah.
three, two, one, playing it.
I'm just gonna put this out there. Why do people like Leopard? I hate Leopard. I almost never play her. In my opinion, she's a garbage spy. She's so slow, has one of the three worst time ads. None of her stats are like top tier, like best in the game. She's very slow, doesn't have a great bug. Like to me, she's just a weak spy, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, she stands out a lot. So that makes sense. I remember I remember when we were casting, was it, C-Rams versus Bryce or something? Sorry,
Yeah, it
your
was.
C-Rams. I think we were
Uh,
casting and we noted, we were like, have we seen every single character as the spy at this point? And then
yeah,
Slappy or someone said, I think we've seen everyone except Rocker, Leopard. I don't think we've seen Rocker picked a single time. And that
there
makes
were.
sense. That was your set. So of course we hadn't seen any Rocker. And then today we're just seeing Rocker over and over.
Yeah,
Anyway, Rocker got away with a bug while I was reminiscing about that. We just stood at the back of the convo and the ambassador walked by. We did a
yeah.
reverse drive-by bug.
Roast
It's
drive-by at the back. Very, very
Yeah, the
nice.
perfect spot for it.
So again, we seem to be in a three-peat now. Again, a very early bug. We're not highlight for it, and we're definitely not shot for it, so possibly credited. But again, if this is clean, we could be in the same situation where flirt and contact and get some softail progress, a print or an inspect.
Yeah,
Looks
it's
like
just going to be the
okay,
same game plan again. The
and
contact
and
is available. There's not
good.
many people outside, so you don't want to contact, but
This
if
is
you
a
don't do it
really
now,
rough contact if we take this, but I understand, like, you wanna get the contact done because you don't wanna be
nah,
screwed in the
don't
last
take it.
30 seconds. But yeah, this is
Well,
such bad VB.
the SDA is outside now, but of course Max has no way of knowing that. We're just gonna
Good.
go, yeah, start the
I
inspect
like this. Yeah.
progress.
Start the Softails.
Oh,
Don't get
fingerprint too. Difficult.
start the Softails.
Can we
Don't get
get this
caught.
difficult fingerprint? If we get it. Wait.
No,
Um,
we missed it.
oh, we missed it? I thought we didn't even
Yeah.
take it. I missed it on the action log.
He tried it, unfortunately
Oh
wasn't
yeah,
able to
there we
get
go.
it,
We didn't
but
get it.
but
Sorry, I
we're
missed
still
that.
okay.
I thought we were gonna get the inspects first and then try the print. Okay.
We're still okay though. We just need one more set of inspect. That's fine. We're gonna go back, get another flirt here. Green test up to 82%. Any final third flirt except for the worst flirt will do. This is interesting. Calamay has correctly highlight the real double agent. This is in some way, shape, or form. The DA has been in conversation. It's not like they've been out the entire time, but Calamay has correctly identified the real DA. So if we contact with the real DA, and we also have finished statues and gone to a statue with one of the prints, even though we failed it, this could end up being a shot if Calamay is really on top of this.
Yeah, this is hard for Max to win because we're not gonna be able to get the
This is a
contact at this
printable.
point.
This
Oh,
could be a silent game. This is printable. Okay, we finished the print, yeah, and we're gonna finish inspect. This could be now a silent game. Ooh, Max counterpunching, saying, "Okay, you have to," even though he has no way of knowing. Okay, you find out who the real DA is. I just won't do that mission. I'll just do a silent game, and it is a
yeah, we're
silent
just gonna
game.
enter convo and talk, and it doesn't look like there's gonna be any shot coming off from Calamay for this at all. Calamay's just waiting for the contact. Max sneaks in the mission win.
That's great. Wow. Yeah, that's silent game when you have again what was most likely a completely free bug to go for a silent game. That is bold to say the least, but it absolutely works and probably for the best again because the real DA was highlight. And yeah, if you'd finished inspects and gone for a plain contact, you may have gotten shot, possibly.
You may have gotten shot, or the double agent might just have like never given you the contact that you wanted at all. So I think it was definitely a good game plan to switch it up there. And yeah, if you got away with the bug, you still won't get shot. Even if the sniper knows you have the inspects and the prints, they might just think that you're waiting for a contact. So okay. Calamay behind 3-6 now, and it's going to be
Yeah,
Calamay spying as sick in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Calamay taking the Nebula approach of you're down and you really need a spy win. Who do you pick? You pick Zeke.
Why? Why sick? Was
It's
he?
just that's just what Nebula does. Nebula,
Oh,
he
I
he's
see.
he's
Right.
very fast. He's a very fast character, second fastest of all. Very tall, so good swap blocker if that's the way you go at the end.
Mhm.
Has a relatively decent bow. He's just a strong character all around.
Okay, that makes sense. I mean, when I think of tall characters, I just think they're more visible. But you're right; it does block a swap. I didn't know he was that. He was on the faster side as well. So,
Yes, he's the second fastest spy, second only to Taft.
see, I feel like a lot of people think Alice is the second fastest spy, but maybe that's just like one of those things that like everyone thinks for some reason, but it's not actually true.
I believe Alice is the sixth fastest spy. It's Taft, Seek, both Blue Twins, Kane, and then I believe Alice, if I'm not mistaken. And she's still
We're
fast.
requesting a drink over here. We're going for a white purloin.
Ooh.
Oh boy, Fade. Obviously, Toby just swings around and makes it visible right there on screen.
Yeah, and we
He's just
pick up the
walking
highlight
around
for it.
showcasing the empty tray at this point. There's no reaction from Max immediately, but I do think Max has seen it at this point. It looks like he's about to bring his laser down and lowlight all the people who are outside, but Max is not taking any lights at all. But surely has seen that the list is gone.
100% has seen the list is gone, and we picked up an immediate highlight right afterwards. I think Max is completely on top of this. I think it's a case of where you know who the spy is and you're just waiting for confirmation and there's no need to bother with lowlights. Yeah, we're being kept on screen and watched here.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like we have any chance at it. Right. Max didn't need to take lowlights on the people outside because you don't need lowlights if you know who the spy
Yeah.
is. You also don't need to wait another minute and 40 seconds. You can just shoot them if you know who they are.
Well, uh, good tracking by Max. Definitely saw the fade as well, very much so to the point where it's 99% sure that it was white, and then I think it was because that was just a long window stay because we were just waiting for uh flirt there with our ST and we get shot immediately afterwards.
That's true. It was a really long wait there, which just seals it in. And at that point, you know who the spy is. You don't need to wait around another minute. You can just take the shot. All right. Well, Max has a really commanding lead. Calamay is behind by a good amount. Now, we just saw it's entirely possible to come back from such a scoreline deficit in our last set. And we're moving on to high rise. Any 4 of 8. It's not a venue setup that you see played a lot competitively. So anything could happen here. We'll see if Calamay is on top of their sniper game on this setup in 3, 2, 1. Playing it. We got another game of Sick being played by Max here.
Yeah, we're seeing, like you said, we're seeing a lot of rocker and we're seeing a lot of sick. Not a fan of rocker, but I'm a huge fan of sick. So see what this goes. But it is 4 of 8, so not the soft telly finishy kind of 3 of 8 venue where you can leave fingerprint and inspects on and hope an AI finishes. Just everything's turned on and we'll see what we decide to go with here. Taking it relatively slow, not even picking up an early flirt, but our ST is over at bookshelf. We're just standing not right next to the AMBA, but potentially eyeing up a bug if we leave, as we leave combo.
Yeah, it's possible, but I think the Amba's just a little too far away from us, so it would have been an
Yeah,
awkward path if we tried to bug while walking away. Max doesn't go for it, but Max has no flirt progress at all. We're going to enter next to the Amba. I think we might be a little too close, so it would push him out. That could get us a briefcase, though, if that's what we want. If the
yeah,
ambassador doesn't get pushed out, we could bug. No, he is pushed out after all. Someone's going to go for the briefcase. Even if it's not us, that means that there's someone that the sniper's going to be watching. Kane looks like he's very opportunistically taking that briefcase the moment it becomes available. And so I wonder if Max will maybe keep Kane in for the BB as a potential frame. We have the double agent with us, but I don't think we want to contact right now. There's not enough people in the other conversation.
no, and most notably the SDA is out, but we do pick up our very first piece of mission progress, a green test on the flirt, so that's good. Doo-doo.
It's
14.
something, but it's not
It's
much.
something.
Now, this double agent is low lit and the SDA is not. I don't know if Calamay's still trying to track who the real double agent is. We're just going to move over here for another flirt now. We can't get the contact
Many
here.
in
And
the
if we
red.
do a fake, it's, well, I mean, most people are in conversation. There's a low light available on general over there at the windows, but Calamay's not even taking it, maybe looking for potential bugs or purloins in the aftermath of the BB. But luckily for Calamay, it was not the real contact, so there will be another opportunity to take some BB lowlights. But the game clock is really ticking down at this
Yes,
point.
it is.
Max is going to have to go for the real contact really soon. We're requesting a drink. So it's possible we're going to do a
Uh,
BB into a
Many in
purloin
the red.
here.
Purloin. White dress just took though, so we do get the real BB. It is a green purloin, that's good. But there is no chain. White dress just took. And Calamay seems laser focused on this list. Doesn't see the fade.
And we got a
And we
bug in
bug
the aftermath
we
as
bug in the
well. And
aftermath.
Calamay's not on top of any of it.
Oh,
Oh, God, the laser went on Seek for just a second, but Calamay's not able to take the shot. Max comes away with another point and has
wow.
a huge lead now.
I was incredibly worried about 15 seconds ago because all we had was the flirt. And I was like, yeah, how the heck are we going to finish this? This is
Many in
not
the
even
red.
high rise 3 of 8. This is high rise 4 of 8. Then an immediate contact into a green purloin, into the bug, just mission overload and gets it done. That was a lovely, lovely finish there.
Yeah, and the fact that we were able to get that bug with that was with our right arm, wasn't it? That's crazy. The
Uh,
timing of that must have been really tight for the bug to not happen with our left arm. Because
That
if it was
was
with
with,
our left
yeah.
arm, it would have gone right through her. It might have been visible, but instead, yeah, we got the wrong arm bug. That's just really wow. What a masterful finish to that spy game.
I think that was because the fact that the double agent was between us and the AMBA there, I think Max intentionally did not trigger that bug until a half second or so after he left conversation, knowing that it's probably not going to take if you trigger it right away. And not only does it work out and the bug takes, but it also makes it so that the wrong arm is the arm that bugs, which ends up being away from the sniper, off camera, and doesn't get us shot. So. It really
What
just
a
came
smooth
together at the
finish.
end.
And with that, Max is on match point. This is a first to 9. Calamay is behind even more than Xfox was. And Calamay has not won a game in quite a while. Most of Calamay's score came from 2 games on Pub, but Pub was a long time ago at this point. Max just needs to take one more game here to win the set. Calamay is going to be spying as Teal in 3, 2, 1, playing it, starting right by the ambassador, but he immediately diverges away from us. There's no chance at a bug there.
Yeah, I hate these kind of starts where it's just like there's not much going on, at least not for you as the spy, and you just end up in a useless conversation and can't really take advantage of chaos time at all doing anything. So, bit of a rough start, but not the end of the world. Just talking idly in a conversation while we look around and evaluate our options. We're looking at bookshelf, we're looking at the AMBA, we're looking over at Secret statues, seeing what's going on.
Yeah, there's so much pressure on Calamay here. You have to win this spy game just to stay in the set at all. Unfortunately, we haven't gotten much done. We try to go join the ST, but he leaves us immediately and goes back to the other conversation. And it would look really
Tough.
bad for us if we return to that conversation immediately after joining this one. It would just be too much movement. I guess it's not something that Max is necessarily going to be looking at, but we're just going to go off to the bookcase here. Hopefully we can get a microfilm done, but the ambassador is
This is a good
walking
angle
over
for
to
it.
us. Oh,
Yeah,
oh
this
yeah.
is a good angle. Yeah, nice. And a green test. Perfect. Okay, so this was a good angle for it. We're crunched up right next to the little bush tree against the left bookshelf, and the sniper ankle is not wide enough to see the arm. So we do get the microfilm, looks completely clean, and now we pick up a flirt, a white test, but it's progress. With 2 minutes left,
Yeah.
we do need to start getting a little bit of a move on, and this is good progress for us.
The sniper just had to be super zoomed in guarding the ambassador this whole time. I mean, 4 of 8 high rise, there's a few more guests than normal. And if the ambassador is in these conversations, anyone could take a bug path There could be standing bugs. It's definitely a precarious position. So Max needs to be really on top of it. And honestly, while the ambassador is right here, while anyone could walk by and bug him, Calamay could take advantage of that to go finish the other half of the microfilm as well. No one is going to push the ambassador out. His personal space is not being invaded. So I think we could go do that. But instead, we're just waiting for a timer flirt, and we don't even get it anyway. If we want to flirt with Duke now, we'll have to enter next to the ambassador ourselves. But the ambassador moves down to this convo. There is an open space next to Duke, and with a minute 20 on the clock, I think if you don't go for the flirt right
Yeah.
now, I don't know how you're going to finish missions.
I was thinking the exact same thing. We're down to 90 seconds, well under 90 seconds now, and it's 4 of 8 high rise. We're going to go over to the other bookshelf, feeling the time crunch, feeling the pressure. The sniper is zoomed in, so we can do this right now and get away with it. We take the book away.
Taking the book away, I mean, you don't have time for this. There's less than a minute left. I did say you need to flirt, so it's maybe good that you went with Duke here. Ooh, the double agent is joining with us. This is a great
Good.
contact. There's a
Yep.
lot of people in
Take it.
conversation. We're doing a white test, which is giving
And in the
people a
red.
lot of time to shuffle around, so it becomes a little bit worse, and there's more low lights available. Yes, on the twin with the briefcase as well. Good job to
Accurate.
Max for getting all of those highlights. Max has good control over this sniper game here. Teal even picking up a highlight as we go for the briefcase as a difficult fingerprint on it. If we get this, which we don't, we still probably wouldn't have been
Rough.
able to finish missions. I think
So
Max
rough.
is on top of this. We're the top highlight. We probably can't even get missions done anyway.
Yeah. We just don't have time to return. Yeah, that's. Is that scene? Yeah, it
Shot
is.
for the microfilm, and it's like we wouldn't have even finished missions. Max gets the sniper win that they needed, and Max wins 9-3, moving on to the quarterfinals.
Yeah. Congratulations to Max. That was a wonderful, wonderful set from him, and just a lot of great bugs in that set from both sides. Calamay had a couple great bugs himself, but also Max definitely got a lot of games there with just getting basically a free bug at the start of the game.
Yeah, there were a lot of those games where on sniper side it felt like Calamay was almost able to take the shot, was definitely looking at Max at the end and considering it, but was just a little bit too late in their decision making. So it's a lot closer than the scoreline makes it seem. But Max had really masterful spy play, just really smooth endings where they were able to just chain together missions in a way that just made it really hard to shoot. So very well done to Max. That was a very well played set. Max moves on to the quarterfinals where they're going to be playing against Hypixer, who's also been doing really well recently, a newer player in one of the lower divisions of the SCL, but did just absolutely amazing in the SCL and in the postseason afterwards as well.
And did very well in Winter Cup group stage as well, going undefeated in one of the groups of death, and just yeah, really having his breakout tournament, as Rav and Assatine kind of alluded to in the draw stream. Like Hypixer is a newer-ish player, but a newer-ish player that has basically just come onto the scene on fire and is really taking command, and is one of the two people who gets the bye straight to the quarterfinals. So Max Snax, congratulations, but definitely has a very tough opponent and a very tough game again coming up for him in the quarterfinals against Hypixer.
Yeah, wow. So in the SCL postseason championship, you beat Hypixer 10-4, but then in the Winter Cup, Hypixer beat you 7-5.
Yeah,
Hypixer beat Opie Right 7-5.
he did,
Oh
yes.
my god.
And I will mention too, I believe Slappy already mentioned this, but Hypixer and I did beat Hypixer 10-4, but that was in the second match that we played. We had a first match that we had
Right,
to stop
yes, yes, I remember now. Yeah.
that went to extreme overtime, and we had to stop because we both had other commitments. And so Hypixer is he's really good. He's
Yeah,
definitely
wow.
come onto the
Next
scene
week
on
should
fire.
be next week when we see Hypixer versus Max. That will be really interesting because Max is someone who's been playing for a long time and puts up really good results in the higher divisions. But if Hypixer is on such a streak of destruction, I don't know. It's like it could come to an end. I wouldn't be surprised if it came to an end and he wasn't able to beat Max. But if he's able to beat Max next week, wow, that's going to be super, super impressive.
I'm super excited to see that match. It will come down to, again, if Hypixer is on his game and his sniper is on point, it will be a very close toe-to-toe match against Max Snax, and I'm really hoping that's what we get to see next week. That'll be a great
Yeah, and
match.
if Hypixer wins that, we could see Hypixer versus Nebula in the
Oh god.
semifinals. If Nebula makes it there, I mean, Nebula has to get through OB first, but
Yeah, no,
Nebula's
that's
the
fair.
favorite in that. And I don't know. Yeah, this is a potentially really exciting run for Hypixer. Um, we'll see next week, I guess.
Yeah,
Okay, well, I think that's it for today. That was two really good sets. The first one, Xbox mounted nearly a comeback. I mean, started off 0 to 5 and brought it to 7 to 9 in the end. And even that was just because of an unfortunate misclicked banana bread trying to flirt. If that
I
set had
remember.
gone to overtime,
Forgot
man,
about
that would
that.
have been crazy. And then we just saw some great spy play here from Max. So it's been a good day of Spy Party. Obi won a nice new player rising star prize as well.
Absolutely. No, it's 2 great matches. Enjoyed them very much, and thanks very much for having me cast alongside you, Dels.
Yeah, thanks for being here. And tomorrow evening, afternoon, or well, whatever. It's your time zone. It doesn't matter. Whatever time zone you're in. Tomorrow's stream is on the same channel. It will start 1 hour later than the stream started today. So in other words, it starts tomorrow, 1 hour and 23 minutes ago. Same time? I'm being told same time as today. Are you sure about that? Because in the announcement post, it does say that it starts 1 hour later. Is there is daylight savings happening to I don't know when
Oh,
daylight
yeah.
savings
It
happens.
it's day it there is daylight sa that might actually I'm not because, yeah, daylight savings time
Oh
is
my god, it
tonight.
is, yeah.
Yeah, it is tonight, so that might be a little I'm not sure which is wrong, the daylight
Yeah, well, the
savings time or
Discord yeah.
the time convert in the Hammer Time Discord.
Oh my god, that's crazy. Yeah, the Discord timestamp is showing me that it's an hour later, but I guess Discord doesn't know. They don't know that it's daylight
That's
savings
daylight savings
time.
time.
Yeah. So I guess it is at the same time as today's stream started. So 2 hours and 24 minutes ago, tomorrow, there's another stream. We'll have Taboshi and Calamay casting. Uh, and the matches are going to be oh, it's just one match tomorrow. It's just Astatine versus C Rams. Okay, so you cast Calamay today. Calamay is casting you tomorrow. Astatine versus C Rams. That sounds like it'll be a pretty good set as well. Okay, so tune in for that tomorrow. If you're interested in Spy Party, please check it out at spyparty.com. You can join the Discord at discord.gg/spyparty. It's a very friendly community. Anyone can answer any questions you have. You could sign up for the Penguin Pool, which is a side tournament to the Winter Cup for newer players. It's going alongside the Winter Cup at the same time. And yeah, that's it. Okay, cool. Thanks for watching, everyone.